visual artist Naledi Modupi believes that she excels at creating beautiful things. And her latest collaboration with one of the biggest retailers can attest to that. She has a home decor range available now at Mr. Price Home Stores. And the range consists of pillows and baskets, blankets, framed artwork, tables, and diffusers alike. So even though she has made her mark in the art scene, she marks this specific project as the highlight of her career because it speaks on what she would like to achieve in the future. Well, Naledi, on that note, joins us to chat a little bit further about her latest offering. Good morning, Naledi, and thank you for joining us on the SABC at this hour.
Morning, Lisa. How are you?
I'm very good. I trust you're also well, given what you've birthed this time round with your offering. And perhaps you could speak to that inspiration behind it all to collaborate with, Mr. Price Home at large for this home decor collection.
I am amazing. I think this has been a great opportunity because I get to communicate what I want to communicate with my work, which is create work that celebrates women, that showcases the beauty of women. So for me to be able to do that in a way that's so accessible to so many South African women is incredible for me. And I think, yeah, that's probably why I'm feeling really good this morning.
Well, you did an amazing job. And delving into that beauty that you speak of, I wonder if you can describe the overall aesthetic, the theme of the collection at large.
It's meant to feel very elegant, but in a way that's bold, that's bright, that's vibrant, that's happy. It needs to showcase, well, it needs to speak to embracing beauty, like embracing beautiful things. It's bright. I feel like it fits anywhere as it should. So anyone can literally have it in their living room, in their bedrooms. And it's just meant to bring life into any room. And I'm just really happy that my work is able to do that.
Well, speaking about those key design elements, perhaps you could also talk us through the creative process at large when designing the home decor items, the process that you're tapping into ultimately to create this experience.
I think initially I wanted to create something that would resonate more to kids. So my initial start with the process was for it to be super playful. But towards the end of it, I think we figured it works for everyone. So yeah, the colors were meant to be for kids and meant to inspire little girls. But I was very happy to see that the overall end of the artwork worked for any space or any person, really.
Well, there is an inner kid in all of us. And so, I can imagine how that would have resonated at large. And the consumers that you also, or the market that you're also hoping to tap into and interact with your pieces, even incorporating it into their own living spaces. What are your suggestions? How do you envision that at large as well?
How do I envision the consumer or how the consumer would use my work?
Both. Because obviously everyone's different, but there's a resonance at large, given that you saying initially it was for children and now it's tapping into that inner child. And so people are going to be using the pieces, assembling them. How do you envision them? What suggestions do you also have?
I envision them in any place. Like, I think mainly in bedrooms. I wish for it to live bedrooms because I'd love for you to wake up in front of this. I wanted to help you start your day. I want it to be a constant reminder of how special you are, how seen you are as a woman, and that the consumer is a woman. Ideally for me, anyone really could connect to it. That's amazing. So yeah, I think that's just it. I want it to be a constant reminder to anyone who interacts with it constantly. So in the bedroom would be amazing.
Would there have been any challenges that you faced during the collaboration or the creative process? And if so, how would you have overcoming your own inertia as well?
I didn't have any challenges. I didn't expect to have any. It was a really smooth process creating the artwork. I think because I've dreamt, or rather I've wished for an opportunity like this to come. I've always known what I'd do with it. So when Mr. Price hit me up with this, it was, I already knew what I want to do, and it worked out perfectly. We created more than we initially wanted to, which is exciting and incredible. But yeah, there were no challenges. I didn't expect to have any, and I'm glad I didn't experience any.
Well, that clarity and that vision is certainly coming through. And thank you for speaking to that, because I actually wanted to look at the uniqueness of your offering as well. And with this collaboration, what sets it apart from other home decor collections in the market? What have you observed on that front for you?
I think this is probably the first time fine art is interacts with home decor, especially with Mr. Price Home. I think most cases it's illustration, and I mean, my work is a bit of both, but I think this collaboration introduces a lot of people to the space of fine art, or like art that isn't the art you're used to. Yeah, I think I think it just introduces people to a different kind of space, a different space within the art space. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you chose your words carefully there. Thank you for that. I wonder if we can also look at upcoming projects and collaborations at large, just as some of your other works that fans can look forward to. I mean, what's on offer from your vantage point for the rest of the year?
Well, next week I have Decorex, which I've really wanted to be a part of, and I have my own stand, and I get to showcase my work in a way that speaks to me. So if you're around Santon, please come by my booth at Decorex next week.
All
That's
right.
the most exciting soon.
What's been a career highlight for you to date?
It's actually Mr. Price Home and Decorex.
And I
Yeah.
mean, why so? I mean, for people who obviously have never attended DecorX or even just understand, what this mammoth task entailed for you to create this offering with Mr. Price. I mean, why would it stand out for you?
I think I've achieved quite a lot. I've had amazing opportunities, but they mostly never speak to what I've always wanted for myself, or what I planned for myself. So the Mr. Price Home thing was something that's been in my diary for the past few years. Not necessarily Mr. Price, I'm happy that it is them, but I've always just wanted to have my art on everyday things, especially in home decor, because I really do enjoy that. Hence, the Decorex things is all the Decorex thing is also such a big thing. So both of these are really huge because I've planned for them and I've had so many ideas of. Yeah, I've always imagined it happening, and for it to happen so early in my career it's almost very unbelievable. But yeah, I think the two are super huge because I've always wanted it. And then everything else is like, it's great that I have it, but I never thought I wanted it until it comes.
Is feedback important to you, and just some of the people that would have been privy to, seeing your works or seeing you in the creative process as well? What was that feedback like for you? Do you thrive off of it? Talk us through that process as well.
I do thrive off of it. I love getting feedback. I love hearing how people receive my work. It helps me create better in the future. So, yeah, I've only gotten good feedback. I've gotten people get upset that they can't find certain pieces at Mr. Price Home because they probably sold out. So it's been incredible. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's in your name, Naledi, Bright Star. I'm going to leave the conversation there for now, but we're certainly looking forward to many, many more offerings. Thank you for joining us at this hour and for telling your story, sharing of your works. Contemporary illustrator, visual artist, Naledi Modupi, known for her distinct style of portraiture, really talking to us about her collaboration with Mr. Price Home this time round. We're going to leave that conversation there.